Representative Mike Lawler has a strong opinion about this showdown. Good morning, Congressman.
Good morning.
Okay, so you've been on the record saying that Gaetz' move to try to oust the speaker is destructive for the country. What do you say to American voters who believe his actions are really a sign of a healthy democracy?
Well, first of all, we elected a speaker to govern the House in January. It took 15 votes, but he was elected to serve on behalf of the House Republican majority. Our conference rules require a majority of the majority to move forward with a motion to vacate. And the reason for that is so that we don't turn over the floor to the Democrats when it comes to the speakership. Voters elected a House Republican majority to serve as a check and balance on the Biden administration and its reckless spending. And what Matt Gaetz is doing here is undermining the conference. He's undermining the will of the American people, and he is creating chaos at the precise moment that we need to complete our work on the appropriations process. Matt Gaetz talks about the fact that, Speaker McCarthy is going to need Democrat support to stay in power. The reality is that Matt Gaetz will need the Democrats to vote with him to remove the House Republican Speaker. So he is creating, frankly, a constitutional crisis. The Speaker is second in line to the presidency. And, should he somehow be successful in this endeavor, we're going to be at it quite a while trying to elect a Speaker with the vast majority of our conference continuing to support Kevin McCarthy. So this will be, it's unprecedented. It hasn't happened in over 100 years. And it's frankly unnecessary. There's a lot of work to do on behalf of the American people.
You've talked about this being a distraction to getting to that spending plan and just the cost to the party. But would you think that what he's doing, relying on Democrats, is that hypocritical, or is it fire being fought with fire?
Oh, it's hypocritical. I mean, listen, this is a man who is wholly void of any morals or ethics. He is duplicitous, to say the least. And, he's claiming that he's bringing this forward because Kevin struck a deal with House Democrats. The only reason that occurred is because Matt Gaetz and a handful of members voted down a conservative CR that would have cut spending by 8% and enacted border security. And it would have allowed the Speaker the ability to negotiate with Chuck Schumer, the Senate Majority Leader, on a CR that included border security.
So this
is
all of
Matt Gaetz. The fact that he and others voted that down.
Yeah, so it's Gaetz' fault that we're in the predicament that we're in today, he and other conservative Republicans?
1,000%, because they created this crisis, manufactured it to try and cause a shutdown. And he was going to use this vehicle no matter what to try to move to vacate the Speaker. And this was his plan. It was his intention. And I think it is wholly unbecoming of a member of Congress. And it is destructive to the country.
Couple more questions.
It's just totally destructive and unnecessary.
Let me know if you have any intel on this. Gaetz claiming that McCarthy didn't just make one deal, but he made a secret deal with Democrats to ensure that Ukraine received funding in the future. Do you know if that's true or not?
No, there's no secret deal. Here's the reality. Joe Biden, President of the United States, wants more aid to Ukraine. Chuck Schumer, Senate Majority Leader, wants more aid to Ukraine. Hakeem Jeffries, House Democratic Leader, wants more aid to Ukraine. Mitch McConnell, Senate Republican Leader, wants more aid to Ukraine. So the reality is that, of course, aid to Ukraine is going to be something that is dealt with over the next few weeks. There's no secret deal here. It's a reality.
It's all out in the open.
Matt doesn't seem to live in reality. That's the problem.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.